So what I do is take the glue and I put it around here. Just using a small amount. You don't need that much. Which I just use a little bit around. I'll take it around the front. I'm just on that edge. Just on the edge. Barely touching the top. And if you get some on the stones that's already on there, like I said before, you don't have to worry about it because it dries clear. Okay. So, what I do is I start laying my first couple of pieces, like right along here. You don't have to press them. It automatically, that glue just pulls it. See, I put those stones on. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go around the edge. And just put them on that little lip part. You probably can see better when I get to the other side. And I just hold it. I was there, so it was 2 layers, so it's actually like 3. Just like 2.5, because I put it around that little edge, so when you get in here, everything is flat in here now, so you could just go ahead and get it. This would have been the hardest part, because if you didn't put none right here, like if you spaced them out, and you didn't put none like on the edge part, you spaced these 2 lines out, like spreading them apart further, it would have left really big gaps in here. Not big gaps, but gaps. So I put them close as possible. And I push them down this way, towards this way. Go this way. That way you would have that little lip. And you could just put them around there so it just look like it's filled in. And then any spaces that is missed, you can't really see any, then you will have that paint color in there and it'll just match up. So what I do is I'm going to just do the first layer around. Then I'm going to come back when the full thing is done. Well, I'm going to come back when half of it's done because I'm going to show you the 2 different ways that I do this badge depending on what I'm putting on top of it, as far as the pieces. Okay. So what you're going to do is just put some glue around here. So what I do is take my glue. You can see how I put it on there. Take my glue and just spread it all around. I just spread it like going towards the inside, from the outside to the inside. So when you sit your stone down, it'll be on glue. You know, just making a little point, you only have half of that stone on there. So what I did was learn you could put the glue on there and then just spread it out some. See how I spread it out from the first time when I just showed you? I spread it out. So when you sit the stone down, it'll be sitting flush with a full thing of glue instead of just a little line. So then what I do next is just take the stones and you can see how the stone lay? And I put mine right underneath but in the middle of that stone. See how I put it in the middle of the 2? And each time I go around, I just put them in the middle of that next row. So I'm going to show you this. So that's why I say I like this picker-upper. That's what I call it, stone picker-upper. Because you just pick it up and put it down real quick. The other one, it got the putty on it, so it'd be hard to just set the stone down. And that's how it look once you put the stones on it. So when I come back, I'm going to have all of it done except for maybe a circle in the middle. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So remember I said I was going to come back with that little hole in the middle? Now, it all depends on what you're going to put on here. Now, on here, put this down. You can see that hole. Now, if you put this on here and you can still see that hole, then, which you can't, but still, if you could, some or a little, depends on what you're doing. You want to make sure you stone the whole thing with these stones. But because it's a little in the middle, I'll put a couple more stones on here. Because there's a couple more stones, you could fill it up. These are also clear stones. So for the clear stones, I'll put this in the middle if only if it's not going to be seen. It's going to be sitting under whatever you're going to put on here. But for any reason, if any of it could be seen, you want to go ahead and fill that area up with the stones that you're using. And the reason I put the clear stones in is because they smaller than this is a 4 millimeter. Those is like maybe, I think it's a 2. I think when I ordered some of my stones, the person that I ordered for gave me those free. They so little you can't really tell the top from the bottom. So that's why I only use them as filler pieces. This one on there upside down. You just turn it around and sit it right. Okay. So this is now filled up. And like I said, if you have any spots, not big spots, but little spots, the only thing you're going to see is that same color pink. So now, some people like it just with the stones. This is actually done to some people, but to me, it depends on what all I'm putting on here. I also put stones on this part, but you want to make sure that it's not the little side. See the little side where it's only half up? Not this side. You want to sit it on the full side with all this part. And you can stone this. This side usually take like 3 rows of 3. And this one take like 2 rows of 3. And sometimes you could go up here, but you have to make sure it's dry because when this swing, you don't want those stones to fall off. So I'll let this sit and dry. And then since I'm not going to put no stones on the bottom part, let me move this. Since I'm not going to put any stones on the bottom part here, I'm just going to take this. And then I said you're going to cut this piece off. That button loop. You're going to cut that button loop off. You can't really see it now. I'm not for sure what's going on. Remember, y'all, don't come for me. This is my first video, so bear with me. So there go the button loop. You're going to cut that off with turtle clippers. So I just take it and clip that side. And you see it's gone, but it's still a little bit right there. So I just go again and try to get as close to it as I can to get that piece off. I don't know, it might just be me, but I just need it to be uniform. And then it'll even make it sit flatter when you put them on. There you go. You hear it? It'll sit flat versus having that little lump in there. Now this, I do use the E6000. And I just put it here like that. Put just enough. Remember, this also dries clear, but it do change the color of your stones. So that's why I don't use it for the stones. But it do dry clear. And you just make sure you putting it on the long side, not the short side. And you just sit it on there. It's going to move, so until it dry, you're going to have to pay attention to it so it won't slide. So it won't slide. See? Ain't that cute? And then while this is drying, this is going to be dry up here too. And once it's dry, then you'll be all done. So when both of these dry, I'm going to come back. I already have this piece off. I'm going to put it on there and then you'll see how it looks. Okay. So y'all hang in there with me for a little while longer. We're almost done. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Excuse me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take this last Minnie Mouse and put some glue on her. I say you want to put not a whole lot of glue, but you want to put enough for she won't come off. And again, she going to slide around, so you do have to pay attention to this. Not much, but it will slide, so you want to make sure you want to keep it in a place that you want it to be when it's done. And all this stuff that you use, like the paint on my hands, the glue, all of this wash right off of your hands. So I'm going to put her right here in the middle. I just like lining her up with this. Lining her up with this piece of the badge. That way you know it's in the center. And you just give it a press for a minute. It's not going to be dry when you move your hand, but it'll be in the spot. And you just want to make sure that you sit it flat so it won't move around. And remember, you have this piece in the back. Just make sure you have this just sitting flat on the table wherever you want to put it at. That way it won't slide. But if you wait till the glue get a little tacky, before, like you could put it on the badge itself and wait till it get a little tacky and then sit her on there and she definitely won't move. But it's done. This is how it looks. I hope this video wasn't too long. Hope everything I explained to you was understandable. So if you have any comments or concerns, you can put them below. Any suggestions or anything else, you can also put that below. And I do look at all of my content. I will be looking at all of my content since this is my first video. I don't have any, but if I do get any, I will be replying. I know I'll be on YouTube a lot of times and you see people comment on videos and you don't never see a reply under. So I'm like not understanding if these people asking for them for comments and they not replying to them, or I missed the reply. I don't see them because I be reading everybody's contents. So to see how this operation works. But I really like doing these. Just they peaceful, peace of mind, and it's a way to help you make a little money. So okay. So hopefully I see everyone again. Please check in. And thank everyone for watching. Hope hope y'all have a beautiful day. Today is Saturday, January the 11th. So I'll be talking to you again. Bye now.